I like this crowd. This is more diverse than I was expecting. I'm liking it. I like it. Yeah, man. You need diversity, right? You need diversity, right? I know you hate it, but I like it. All right. Getting there. I like this crowd. This is more diverse than I was expecting. I like it. I like it. Yeah, man. You need diversity, right? You need diversity.
Put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Joe Matarese.
Oh, that is why I had to do it in Philly. Right there. Right in the front row, if you were wondering what a Philly fan looks like. It looks like Willie Nelson if he lived in Philly. Holy shit, dude. I like this crowd. This is more diverse than I was expecting. I'm liking it. I like it. Yeah, man. You need diversity, right? You need diversity, right? I know you hate it, but I like it. You know what people don't do? This is where racism is a problem. This is what they don't do. They say negative shit. Right? Everybody goes racist, but it's negative. Why can't it just be positive racism, right? It's never offensive if it's positive, right? You can look right at an Asian and go, dude, you're great at math. He's never gonna be like, fuck you, I found algebra 2 and geometry. Right? Latinos, great middle infielders. You know how I know that? My son plays travel baseball. His team sucks because they're all white kids on his team. You can't turn a double play with Andrew tossing it over to Trevor. You ever watch Trevor? He's gonna bobble it. He's like, what the fuck? You ever watch Carlos throw it over to Manny? Oh, shit. These dudes throw it before they catch it. You ever see that shit? Love that shit. Did you guys ever hear of Javier Baez, this second baseman on the Cubs? Oh, this is how good this Latino guy is at second base. There's a highlight reel of him on YouTube just putting tags on. It's like the boringest shit ever. It's usually like, you're out. Done. Look this guy up on YouTube. It's fucking 7 minutes of like, I'm like, what the fuck? It's so great. It's so great watching guys think they're in. Did you ever watch that shit? They're doing that pop-up slide where they're like, I'm safe. No, you're not, motherfucker. God, they got me, man. Hashtag positive racism. That's me. I got a psychologist wife. Can you even wrap your mind around what that's like? Can you even wrap your mind around how much changing is required of me? Willie, can you wrap your mind around that? It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. I didn't understand it at the beginning of the relationship. I was like, what do you mean go to therapy? What do you mean get on meds? What are you talking about? I thought you loved me, right? My wife looked right in my eyes and she goes, no, I love the you that you could become. I was like, I thought I was in a marriage. I didn't know I was on a reality show called Flip That Shitty Husband, okay? And I got this Italian friend who lives in Long Island. Now, I'm 100% Italian, but you can tell by looking at me. Yes. But I'm not one of those, hey, yeah, you don't know, you know, fucking Washington Township, yo. What the fuck? Hey, you know, I'm not one of those. I don't own white sneakers. I don't do that. I'm not like wet wiping my sneakers for an hour before I go out. Right? I don't have a gold chain with a cross flapping up and down. I don't put so much cologne on that you know I'm coming before I'm even close. Right? You're like, I think Joe's on his way. I don't do the matching sweatsuit to weddings. I started thinking about it. Isn't it weird? Because I went to Italy on my honeymoon. Now, you ever been to Italy? Yeah. Different kind of Italian, right? They're sophisticated. Everybody's well-dressed. Everyone's perfect. They're wearing scarves, right? Like, what the hell happens on that boat ride? Right? What's going down? So my friend Pete in Long Island, he is one of those, how you doing, right? Never forget it. When I first got together with my wife, I told him, I'm like, I'm with this psychologist girl. She wants me to do all this changing and work on me. I don't get it. And he's like, dude, of course she does. Come on. He goes, think about it. She's a psychologist. That's what she's gonna want you to do. Work on your brain. He goes, dude, you marry a foot doctor, all of a sudden, your feet are fucked up. I was like, that is the smartest thing this moron ever said. That should be written down and framed. That's better than the Footprints poem, I'm telling you. You marry a foot doctor, your feet are fucked up. Pete from Long Island. You know what? I always like have comparison thoughts in my head. When he told me this, it made me immediately think like about feet and like these. You ever been to these new like sneaker stores now that you go to that are designated for like real serious runners? I didn't even know I walked in one. Right? I'm in San Diego. I don't know. I walk in. The people working there, they're like these guys wearing these like aerodynamic workout suits. You seen them? The stretch pants, guys in stretch pants, right? Just looking, they look like they're gonna just fly over to you. So this guy comes over to me, and he's like an inch from my face, right? And he just starts pointing at me. He goes, hey, how you doing? Before we get started, that's what he says. I'm like, what do you mean, what? What's about to happen? What do you mean, before we get started? He goes, before we get started, I gotta ask you a question. When you run, do you pronate or do you supinate? I'm like, dude, I'm looking for like a gray with an orange, you know? You know? I don't know what supinate means, but if that means take a few steps back, you need to supinate. You're in my supinate, yeah. Could you get away? Supinate, make a left, supinate. I'm going to Foot Locker, you weirdo. Supinate. Oh, God. So I'm like, I'm on the meds. I'm on it. You can tell. Look at me. Fucking great. My wife's got a PhD and she makes a lot of money. So when she makes med suggestions, I just go, I've never thought about it, but I would like to try that. Let the changing begin. Right? I'm like every guy in this room, I have one goal. All I want in life is a finished dry basement. That's all I need. Right? That's all the guys. Look, he's nodding his head, right? That's what we do. We get together, we have a few drinks, we go, how's your basement? Is it dry? How many sub pumps? French drain? You got a French drain? That's all I want, man. That's my dream. That's my dream. Yeah. So I'm on the meds. It's pretty apparent. I mean, come on. It's unbelievable, man. Antidepressants, they're great. If you could have met me before I was on the meds, it's only been about 8 years for antidepressants. Anyone here, if they know me personally, they'll tell you, I was a lunatic, okay? I was a lunatic. Like tonight, doing my 1 hour special in Philly, I couldn't have handled it without the meds. I would have bitched about like 500 things. Like you, I didn't even bitch, right? I didn't even bitch. I bitched for like a second, right? No Celexa in my brain. They introduced me from the back. Ladies and gentlemen, comedian Joe Matarese. Like I would come out full anger, and like I said, I compare things. I was very Tony Soprano-like. Now, if you remember The Sopranos, when Tony would lose his shit, that was me like every third show, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Matarese. I would have came out Tony the whole first 10 minutes. Just been like, what the fuck? This fucking thug is in my fucking face. I'm trying to fucking breathe. I got fucking sleep apnea. How the fuck am I supposed to breathe? What the fuck? I feel like Patrick Swayze's gonna come out in a fucking sequence here. What the fuck? From the movie Ghost. The movie Ghost. You don't fucking remember that? This guy doesn't remember Ghost. What the fuck are you looking at? Now, antidepressants, Tony's gone. He's gone. He's in a headlock in my brain. He can't get out. Now, Matthew McConaughey runs everything. Right? They're like, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Matarese. I'm like, all right, how y'all doing? It's cool, I like it. All right. I like the smoke, gives it a cool effect. You guys look like Smurfs. I like it. You're good. I like this guy. You look like you're in a band. That's a cool look, man. You play bass? Go a little bit of that. It's my new best friend. All right. But here's the negative of these meds, and people that are on them know. It's every fourth person now. Remember when you were younger? I'm old, okay? I'm old. I'm a little older. I'm about your age, Sarah. We're about the same. Remember when we were younger? If you went to therapy or took medication, remember what people would think? They'd be like, that guy's on medication. Because the therapy's fucking crazy. Now it's all over everybody. You go, you want antidepressants? No, but our whole family is. Yeah, no, my kid's taking them. My kid's on them. Yeah, but it's just how it is now, right? But here's the negative. In order to fix that thing that was broken in your brain, you gotta break some shit that was fine. Right? Because now, no anxiety, right? I'm just driving in traffic like, oh, we're not moving, man. Dude, we are so not making this event. Right? But I can't cry. That's what happened. I'm just dead inside. Showing up at funerals like, hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? What's up? It's my best friend. Too soon, right? Too soon? You going to the after party? We'll drink, dude. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm the pallbearer. I'll be back. I'll be back. But that wasn't it. You got more? She's like, well, I was watching you, and you were reading, and it seemed like you were having difficulty, and then you had to go over and read the same paragraphs over and over again. Do you ever think you might have ADD? Maybe you need like an Adderall or a Ritalin, somewhere in a 10 to a 25 milligram tablet? So I'm on that now, too. I'm on that. Just loading it up. You gotta see my pill box when I go on a trip. It's just loaded up. It looks like I'm going on a fishing trip. Fucking stacked. Adderall. Wow. Now that's a powerful one. I don't know. People under 30, that's your drug. You know Adderall. They're all on Adderall, right? Oh, God, it's powerful. You could wake up with like 104 fever. You know those days where you're like, oh my God, I can't move. My whole body hurts, right? I popped that little Adderall, 10 milligrams. I'm like, whoa! Who wants to paint some ceilings? Get the rollers out! I don't even need a drop cloth. I'm like catching paint with my bare hands. Oh, you got to see when I forget to take my Adderall, though. Right? ADD people, we know each other. I feel you. I feel you when you're here. Sometimes you're not looking at me. But it's almost cruel that I have ADD and I have to take Adderall 3 times a day, that I have to remember. That's stupid, right? Just make one fucking huge pill, all right? Like, oh, and I'm just focused all day. If I don't time this shit right, I bomb on stage for an hour. I had to time it. I can tell right now Adderall's about here. It's not in. It's here. It's getting there. It's coming up. It's coming up. You gotta see me when I forget to take it. It's ugly. My wife will tell you. Just getting injured a lot, right? ADD people, we get a lot of head injuries. We're always like, oh, fuck. Like a pinball game. Ping, pa. Sometimes I get all like confused with myself too if I'm not on Adderall. Like, you ever get like that where you're like, I gotta go get, where's my phone? Where's the fuck the charger? What the fuck? It's like I'm doing a freaking square dance in my own bedroom. Where's my wallet, my keys? Which car should I take? What is wrong with me? Once again, I gotta compare things. This is what I would compare it to when I'm not on Adderall. Do you ever look at a squirrel on your front lawn when they're eating the nut? Do you ever just look at them? The way their body moves, that's me without Adderall. Do you ever watch them? They're like, huh? What the hell? They look like they're hearing their name called, but they're just not sure where they're hearing it called from, right? They're just like, what? Who said Chip? Did you say Chip? Who said Chip? I'm Chip. Oh, what the fuck? Who's saying Chip? I'm Chip. You saying that? Oh, God. God. It's ugly. It's ugly. But once again, you gotta fix something, and what has to happen? Something has to break in your brain. Every med for the brain fixes and breaks. Now I'm focused. I can have a conversation with anybody in this crowd. I'll be listening to you. I won't cut you off in the middle of it. You ever hate when those ADD people do that? Right? They'll be like, so, you know, my mom, she's really sick. And then you'll be like, dude, I was watching the show Tuesday. And you're like, what the fuck? I used to have to bullshit and do all kind of things that look like I was listening when I wasn't on ADD meds. I would just laugh, because that makes you look like you're listening. Does anyone, ADD people, that's what we do, right? They'll just be talking, and you'll be like, really? Hilarious, yeah. One time this girl was like, what? My dad did die. It was funny the way you said it. What's wrong with me, right? I don't know if you could guess what breaks. So I'm focused, reading, everything's going great, but can't shut the fuck up. It's great. I'll tell you what, the last thing a woman who has a PhD wants sitting next to her on a 4-hour car ride to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania is a guy who won't shut the fuck up, who went to community college for a couple of weeks in Blackwood, New Jersey. Nothing intelligence flying out of my mouth on that car ride. It's just me going, Rocky II's underrated. Let's just say that. It had its moments. He proposes in the tiger cage. That was great. Condominiums, I don't use them. That's awesome. But my wife is sophisticated. She's intelligent. She's like wonderful, okay? I call her a Mercedes. And this is her. She would never say, you're talking too much, shut the fuck up. Like, that's not in her vocabulary. She's educated. This is what she says. Okay, it's me and you, 4-hour car ride. Our kids aren't coming with us. I just want you to do this for me. Just be. Just be, Joe. Just be. Once again, I want that finished basement. I want it. I can see it's in range, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shut up. I'm just like. Made it 8 minutes. That's all I made it. 8 minutes. Finally, I had to break. Finally, I had to look at her and go, honey, I gotta be honest. Whoa, when I'm quiet for too long, I start plotting your death. There's a lot of empty fields on the way to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. One of my wife's favorite jokes, I'm always amazed. She goes, did you do the one where you kill me? I'm like, yeah, I did it. Oh, that's my favorite. I love that one. That's a good one. It's a good one. I like that. I always have to tell young people, because I feel like that joke could like scare them, right? Older people that have been married, they get it, right? They get it. Young people don't know that that's marriage. Fighting, getting back like to normal again, right? And then falling out of sync. And then you hate them for a while, right? And then it gets good again. As soon as it gets good, you ever have that day where you're like, it's good, we did it, we're getting along. And then like an hour later, you're like, we hate each other again. What happened? Young people don't know, right? Because remember when you were young? Remember when you were just dating someone in high school? One argument, that shit was done. Remember the high school fight? Maybe it was in the hallway or school or something? All of a sudden, you were like, fuck you. She was like, did you say fuck you? We're done. Done, gone. You would never see him again. They would like dissolve into the earth. Gone. Marriage a little different, right? Marriage a little different. Me and my wife will just be out of nowhere. I'll be like, what the fuck? Fuck you. You say fuck you to me? Fuck you to you too, all right? Oh, fuck me. Fuck you and your whole family. Yeah, fuck you and your whole family. They're fucking annoying. Yeah, your fucking family's annoying too. I'm sick and tired of their shit with their fucking babies. I gotta wipe their baby's ass. Fuck them. Fuck you. Fuck your whole fucking family. I'll be back at 5, all right? I'll be back. Yeah, I'm going to Starbucks. You want the misto? All right, yeah, get the misto. With this two Splenda, got it, with the soy milk. I know, I'm on the Adderall. I got it. It's crazy that's part of it, right? You just fight. You're not gonna end it. You know what once again, a comparison. This is marriage when you've been married a while. It's exactly what it's like when you have those fights. You're not gonna end it. It's too much work. This is what it's like. Do you ever watch the 15th round of a boxing match? And both boxers are just holding each other up? That's marriage, right? You're annoying. Yeah, you too. Married people, do you ever have this one? Do you ever have the fight? I call it it's that next tier fight. You know what I mean? In marriage, you have the regular fight. It's kind of regular. It's a little normal stuff. Every once in a while, it goes to this whole higher tier. I call it the lazy voice fight. This voice gets real lazy. It goes in your head, doesn't it? A normal fight, not lazy. It's very proactive, very positive. You get in a little argument. This voice will come in my head. Oh, Joe, just go over a rubber head. You were a little out of line. Just go rub her temples, rub it, yeah. Yeah, do her widow's peak. That always makes her happy. Oh yeah, I love you. Rub her hand, do the arm, do the hand. Arm, hand, arm, hand. Arm, hand. Oh yeah, do the feet. You gotta do the feet. Oh, now talk to her. Honey, do you know sometimes I have really bad dreams where I can't find you? And I'm so scared because I'm like, oh no, my soulmate. I can't find her. And then I wake up and you're there and I'm so happy. Right? You know what I'm talking about. Y'all been there. But every once in a while, jumps up. It's the lazy voice fight. I'll tell you when it is. For me, it's usually 7:15 a.m. Adderall has not even come close to hitting the brain. I didn't even take it yet. I'm just in the kitchen wandering. PhD wife's got a list. She's getting shit done. Bang, 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 bang. She's organized, right? All of a sudden it starts like, what are you doing? I don't know what the hell's happening here. I'm getting the kids ready to school by myself. I'm putting their lunches in their school bags. I'm getting them dressed. I look over. You're making yourself an oatmeal. And then you're just trying to get the K-cup going. Little K-cups. You get your K-cups for you. What is this? I feel like a single parent. That's what I feel like. It's always that fight. I feel like a single parent. Shit, as soon as I hear, I feel like a single parent. This is the lazy voice. I just hear, Joe, just leave. You don't need this shit. You're about to do your second comedy special. They'll have blue lights. That's how well you're doing. Just go to the front door, open it, step out, and then just keep walking. Make sure you get in the nicer car out of the two. And never go back. Have you ever had the fight that's so bad, right in the middle of it, you start fantasizing about the one-bedroom apartment you're gonna get? Yeah, there's some married people here. That's good. You know. It's like, I feel like I'm doing everything, and this is crazy. You're just so unorganized. You don't take your meds. You know you need to be on them. Celexa, you should be on like 40 milligrams. You're taking enough for a flea. You're not a flea. You're a human. You need to take a higher dosage. That's what you need. Right in the middle, I'm like, it's gonna have 4 flat screens in the kitchen. Tuesday and Thursday, bourbon nights. Bourbon nights. Everything you said we couldn't get when we were married, I'm getting. Everything. Remember that L couch? You said, I don't want the L couch. It doesn't fit right in the room. Getting 2 of them. 2 L couches. It's gonna be a U couch. There's brawls. Don't ever call her the C word, though. Oh, don't go there. Oh, no, unless you want to get divorced by dinner. If you want to get it over quick, drop the C word on your wife. That shit will be over by 5 o'clock that night. But if you want to say it and you don't want to end the marriage, I highly recommend this, guys. Put a Y at the end of the C word. Whoa, does that soften it? Right? You can look right in your wife's eyes and go, you're being a little cunty. She'll probably giggle. I was being cunty. You're right, I know. I have cuntiness. I get cunty. Right? You still make dinner, and oral's still on the table. It's a great Y. Throw it in. That's all I'm saying. I think I'm lucky, you know? My parents, still married. I think that's why I have that great foundation. Over 50 years married. Like, do you know how many brawls I've seen in a marriage of 2 Italians, 1 Sicilian? In a 50-year marriage? Holy shit. I once saw my mom throw a full Sicilian pizza right at my dad's face. Yeah, he pulled this Matrix move. He just kind of moved. Pizza just soared by. It's the 70s, right across our shag carpet. South Jersey, we called it the rec room. We went in the rec room. Oh no, pizza in the rec room shag. Italian dad, he didn't give a shit. Picking slices up, eating them, he don't care. Vito's, right? Vito's? Where's the pepper seeds? Where's the pepper seeds? He's not eating without the pepper seeds. He's getting seeds. Is it Italian? Is that what it is? Is that why I ramp up? You know? Sometimes people say, that's fine. You're Italian, dude. Even though you don't have the white sneakers and the how you doing. It's in you, dude. You're Italian. I was like, is that what it is? It just made me think. Here's another thing I hate about those other Italians. That's what I hate. Those Italians that take the vowel off of the food pronunciation. You know what I'm talking about? They don't say mozzarella. They're like, Tony, Sal, what do you think? We get the mozzarella? Oh, it hurts me. What? Mozzarella? Yeah, the manigot, the mozzarella, the calamad. Oh, shut up. Stop it. Why would you not say mozzarella, managati, calamare? Did you ever go to Italy? They love their vowels. They're proud of them. They're there for a reason. Say them. Another true story. I'm in Italy trying to make reservations for this beautiful restaurant. We're in Positano. I got this place. It's perfect. I want to make reservations for tonight, 7 o'clock, Matarese. Right? Guy goes, Matarese? No. Have you ever been told you were saying your own name wrong? That's a weird one. That's a weird moment. I was like, what? He's like, that's not a Matarese. That's a Matarese. You're like sword in the air, Matarese. And instantly I was like, I like that way better. That's so much better. What a blown opportunity by me. My whole life I could have went by Giuseppe Matarese. Oh my God, I would have got laid by what, like 4th grade, latest? Right? Girls will still be talking about me. Did you have sex with Giuseppe Matarese? Yeah, we all did. Everybody had sex with him. It was Giuseppe Matarese. Dude. Right? Joe Matarese, he was in a pussy slump till his mid-20s. Struggled. I don't know if this is an Italian thing too. I think everybody could relate to this. But this is about my wife's grandma. I think Italians have it, those real old grandmas. You have those? My wife's grandma is 103. Does anybody have one of those people in their lives that was supposed to die and leave you money? But won't die? Does anyone have that? Right? So you got this around-the-clock help just milking all the dollars. Bing, bing, bing. I was supposed to get 75 grand. By the time she dies, I'm gonna get a Dunkin' Donuts gift card. And they're not even happy, right? Did you ever visit someone in their hundreds, right? You go over there, hey, Nanny, how you doing? How are you? How you feeling? She's like, not good, yo. Not good today. I can't eat. I can't even taste the food. I can't see. I can't hear. I wasn't supposed to be here this long, Joey. This is the TV, by the way. This is the TV. I can't even see that screen, Joey. I don't know. Is that the Super Bowl or the Masters? I can't tell. And here's what's crazy. Psychos are in our world now. We're in a world 2017. They're psychos, right? Psychos snap and they start hurting young people. That's what they do now. Lunatics hurt young people. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Show up at my wife's grandmother's house. She will lean into the bullets. I'm telling you. Be like, Nanny, ISIS, they're at the front door. Bring them in, Joey. Tell them to spray the bullets right there. I'll fall out of my rocking chair. Get me off my 9 pillows. She wouldn't even go down. It would be like that last scene in Scarface. Stir the sauce, Joey. Go over there. There's a wooden spoon in the kitchen. Flip the meatballs. Yeah, get the flip. They're gonna burn. Too old for that one. That's why, that joke right there is why I picked Philadelphia to do my special. That joke. Right? That joke, this is true shit, doesn't go over well in Iowa. No. You guys, you're on board, man. So sometimes, you know what the new response for jokes that like cross the line a little bit? This is the new response. It's usually people under 30, right? They just hear the joke and they go, oh. Oh. Right? It's not oh, it's oh. But do you know how much I've seen comedy change from '89 to 2017. We've watched it, right? Technology just doesn't change. What's funny changes for some reason, right? Because in the '80s, comedy was meaner. Sam Kinison, getting really raw. What comes to mind for me, what stands out, Eddie Murphy, okay? The great Eddie Murphy. Now these are true facts. Eddie Murphy, his first comedy album came out in 1982. Look it up. Track 1 is titled Faggots. Track 1, not track 6. He didn't hide it. He's like, yeah, put faggots at the beginning. Yeah. Started out with the faggots thing. And I'm gonna become a huge star. He becomes huge. No apology tweets, no one going, oh my God, what is he doing? No, everyone was like, this guy's amazing. Then his second album comes out, Delirious, 1983. Legendary, probably the biggest, most famous comedy album of all time. Track 1 on Delirious, look it up, is titled Faggots Revisited. Biggest star in the world after that. Eddie. You remember? Huge. It was also a time where they had these Folgers commercials. You're my age. You remember the Folgers commercials? People sitting around at a table, and you heard that little voiceover. We've replaced everyone's normal coffee with Folgers crystals. Let's see how they react. And I always thought that would be a great concept for like a comedy special commercial, because these guys are all on Netflix now, all these old specials, right? Eddie Murphy's, all this stuff, it's on Netflix. They should run a commercial. Same concept, right? Eddie Murphy's Delirious. He's on stage. He's got the red leather suit on, right? He's got the gold medallion flapping, right? So the voiceover will come on and go, we've replaced everyone in Eddie Murphy's normal audience from 1983 with uptight douchebags from 2017. Watch as Eddie Murphy says faggots, and everyone grabs their coats and leaves the building. Philly. We're representing. Yep, it's a rocky city. Brought my opening act. We came in on Wednesday to get this all together, right? And this is how big of a rocky guy I am, and he was also. Like, is there anything better, right, when you get that other person who's also into Rocky? How great is that? He's like, dude, I love that part. How about the how about the I go, dude, I'm not even waiting the day to take you to the statue. We're going to the statue tonight. We're going. As soon as we pull in, we're going art museum. He's like, what? Are we really? I'm like, yeah, we're here. See it? He's like, no. I'm like, it's right there. He's like, oh, it's pretty small. Small. He goes, it was classic. He goes, Stallone is pretty short, though. He's short. Never forget it, man. But like, I guess everyone has a moment in the Rocky movie that kind of speaks to them. I think that's why it's an everlasting movie, because it speaks to us in a way that we like go, that's me, or that motivates me, right? Now my moment, and I felt so similar to this moment. Now, real Rocky fans know the moment. The big fight, it's about to happen the next night. Rocky can't sleep. He's got to get up, gets out of bed, leaves the apartment, leaves Adrian sleeping, walks to the Spectrum, gets in. I don't know how that happened. He's in. How the fuck did he pull that shit off? Some shitty security in the 70s. He gets in, right? And he's just kind of walking around, right? Remember that scene? The promoter's there with him. Give you a little mood lighting for this. It had a mood to it, that scene. It had a little mood. Remember this? Had a little mood. That's why I relate to it, because I'm real OCD. And this is a moment where he notices a flaw. Remember the flaw? People don't even know. The shorts. It's my special's title. The flaw. He's just walking around and it hits him. He's like, this moment.
Rocky! What brings you out tonight, Rocky?
Oh, Mr. Jerkins, the poser's wrong.
What are you talking about, Rocky?
The poster is wrong. You got up there the wrong color trunks. I'm wearing white trunks with a red stripe. It's wrong.
Does it really matter, Rocky? I'm sure you give him a great show.
And Rocky's just defeated, right? Just totally defeated, but handles it. Doesn't get pissed. Just keeps his shit, and he's just like.
It's emotional. Yeah. We like emotion. It's emotional, right? But I related to it because I've been doing comedy a long time. Do you know how many times I've seen a bad poster in my comedy career? Do you know the mistakes I've seen? I couldn't have handled that. I couldn't have walked off if the comedy club owner was like being that way. I thought it was kind of dicky, right? Kind of dicky. So this is the same scene, but if Rocky was a stand-up comedian and Juergens is the comedy club owner, and it's me, but Rocky.
Rocky! What brings you to the comedy club tonight, Rocky?
Yo, Mr. Juergens, the poster's wrong.
What are you talking about, Rocky? It looks fine to me. Everything looks perfect.
Perfect, come on. I was never on the Ed Sullivan show. I wasn't even born, you know? Got gray hair in the picture. I have gray hair. What am I, middle-aged? You got my mic on the poster. It's in my right hand, you know? I'm not a righty, you know? I'm like a lefty, you know? Like, this is right, this is left, you know? Right, left. You see the difference? Right, left. Come on, I'm a Southpaw. You know, Southpaw, South Jersey, South Camden, Southpaw. It looks like a mirror image, you know? Like a mirror image or something like that, you know? A mirror.
I think you're being too critical of the poster. I'm really serious, Rocky. You're starting to annoy me. I don't know what you're talking about like that.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm too picky. Yeah, whatever. Why you got my testicle hanging out of my face? It's like an old condition, you know? You got my name spelled wrong? What is that? It says Joey. Joey. Come on, I ain't looking at Joey to you. Hey, Joey Matarese. The hell's that? Joey Matarese. Joey Mattress. Joey Matarese. It's Joe Matarese. That's what it is, Joe Matarese.
It's Joey Matarese! Let it go, Rocky! Take your meds and listen to your psychologist's wife, for Christ's sake. You're a fucking lunatic. The show's happening. If you don't show up, I'll get another headliner. We'll do it for less money, you fucking lunatic, crazy motherfucker.
I just gave him the old school Tom Cruise points. That's what I call it. Way to go, lighting guy. So, bring it all home. 12 years married, psychologist wife, 2 kids, 9 and 5. My son's 9, my daughter's 5. Awesome, happy, love being married. Great. My wife and I just took like a rare trip without our kids. Pretty easy to have a good time when you do that, right? You're like, this is incredible, right? 10 days, we went to Israel. Are you Jewish? Okay. Had a feeling. Now, 100% Italian, I go to Israel. That is not on many Italians' bucket list. Not many Italians are like, Tony, Sal, Vito, what do you think this year? Tel Aviv? Yeah, I heard they got great hummus. The hummus! Amazing country, had the best time, right? Now Italians, we're anxious, you know, I'm on the med, so I'm able to do things I couldn't do before. I could have never went to Israel without Celexa, there's no way. I'm on a 12-hour flight, I'm having a great time, I'm ready. It's unbelievable there, right? People always go, were you scared? Were you scared? Were you scared in Israel? This is my new outlook on life. This is what you do if you're ever in a scary situation. Look at the person who's not scared. Don't look at the guy who's like, what the hell? Oh, look at him. It took me like 28 years of stand-up comedy to realize I don't need to look at the guy who's bored, falling asleep in his chair. Let's look at the Jewish lady who's having the time of her life. You're having a great time. That's what you do in life. Don't focus on anxiety. You're on an airplane in turbulence. This is what you do. You look at the flight attendant who's serving waters, right? I guess if Marge is happy, it's okay. She's doing it. Marge has got it. I'm okay. I mean, there's thunder there, lightning there, but we're good. We're good. Yes. Where are you scared? Gorgeous people there, right? People don't even realize, oh my God, Israel, gorgeous people. Guys and girls. Great looking people, right? And I'm there with this guy, Avi, okay? Now, we did this comedy tour there, 10 days, right? My wife came after like 3. She did like 7 or 8 days with me on the comedy tour. So for 3 days, it's just like me and Avi, right? I highly recommend if you go to Israel, you gotta bring an Avi. You gotta do Avi, right? Avi was the man. He's got insight on everything, right? But like, this is what sucks when you're married. You got these single friends. Avi's single. You ever hang out with single people, married people? They always think we're clueless because we're married. They think we're not observing things, right? On the beach in Tel Aviv, like day 2, he's like, Joe, come here. You see that girl over there? Yeah, the one with the long black hair, green eyes, olive skin, huge boobs, abs, bubble butt, in-shape legs, gorgeous everything. She's my type. What does he think? What does he think my type is? Like what? Oh, that's your type? Oh. What does he think? I'm going, oh, dude, come here. I don't know if you can see this girl. Check her out. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking at. Yeah, can you see her? Yeah, she's got a hump on her back. Can you see it? Yeah, she's got a lazy eye. It looks like she's walking this way, but she's going this way. She's on all 4s right now, walking towards the water. Dude, I think it's scoliosis. I love her. In Avi. I got a friend like that here in New York now. I live in New York. I've been there for a long time, you know? My friend Russ. I won't say his last name. Russ, 45. Great looking guy. 45, he's got abs. Still single. Doesn't get it that I'm out. I retired. Sends me a text one time, Tuesday night at like 11:30 p.m. Where? I don't get the text till the next morning, right? I don't get it the next morning. Right? 7:15 a.m. right before my wife's about to start yelling at me, right? I look at the text. It just says, Joe, I'm on the Upper East Side of Manhattan right now. 2 Asian models are with me. You need to get here. What? I'm like, first of all, dude, I went to bed at 9:15. If I try to sneak out of my bedroom right now, there's no finished basement, I'll tell you that. We'll just stop mid-finishing of basement. I was like, how do I get this guy back? Started thinking, how do I get him back? So I figured it out. So I text him. 2 weeks later, on a Saturday, 8 a.m., right? And it just says, dude, we're apple picking. You gotta get here, man. The apples are on the ground. I mean, you don't even have to reach up. You can just throw them in the bag. It's amazing. Freaking Russ. Oh, God. Israel. What else did I observe in Israel? You know, the scared thing, you know, it's just weird. You know, it's crazy, you know. You know not to be scared because you see other people that aren't scared, right? That's what happened when you first get there. You're like, should I be scared? I open the blinds in this, I'm in a beautiful hotel on the Mediterranean, okay? That's how psycho we are as Americans. Like, I'm on the Mediterranean, I'm going, is it safe? I open the blinds, all I see are like 200 people playing volleyball. That's a pretty good sign that shit's okay, right? There's never about to be World War III with an Israeli volleyball game, right? You're never gonna hear a bunch of Israelis go, yeah, they launched the rocket. Yeah, dude, we got like 8 minutes to live. Let's get this game in. It's 8 serving 9. Why? There's only one thing I saw in Israel that scared me. One thing. I'm on the beach. And they got these huge towers all over the beaches in Israel with these humongous speakers on the top of the towers, right? So I'm just laying there on this beautiful beach, alone, going, just be in the moment. This is great. Just be. Just be. I'm like, the sand is exquisite. There's not a rock. There's not a pebble. The Mediterranean doesn't even have a wave. It's just still. And I've been to a lot of beaches, seriously. I've seen a lot. I mean, I've been to like Wildwood, New Jersey. Tel Aviv blows away Wildwood. Telling you. Better. So I'm just laying there, right? Just totally in this like hypnotic state. Out of nowhere, out of the speakers, I just hear, I'm like, what the fuck? A tsunami! There's a tsunami coming! A terrorist attack too, I think. I think it's a terrorist and a tsunami. We're gonna die twice. We're all gonna die twice. I want to call my mommy, but I can't. I didn't buy a SIM card. I'm too cheap. I want to call her, but I don't have a SIM card. I want my mommy. Swear to God, this happened. Swear to God, they translate everything immediately in Israel, right? Seconds later, I hear on the loudspeakers, ladies and gentlemen, the lifeguards are now going home. What the? I just ruined the entire inside of my brand new bathing suit. Because Saul, Ira, and Shlomo are getting out of here. And I gotta go too, Philly. You were marvelously incredible. Thank you, guys. This is usually where music comes on in the special. We cut music. We feel like credits.
Church on Sunday. Now without my angel, the river slip away. Our Father, who art in heaven, He didn't spend much time now.
Still editing. This guy's a slow editor.
Where the bad boys ever go, speak like they knew about them things they didn't know.
It's from Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Originally.
You could kind of say Philly's own Joe Matarese.
Only in Philly will the audience get it when I say that I don't know how he got in, but he's in. He got in he can't sleep because the fight with Apollo Creed is the next day, and he walks to the Spectrum somehow, gets inside, and he's walking on stage, and it just catches his eye, and he looks at the poster. And as a comedian, I really related to it because it's a dead-on parody of like what it's like.
And there could not be a more aptly titled special for this guy than this. First, we're going to welcome our buddy Joe Matarese.
Hey, thanks for getting the title.
Oh
a lot of
God.
people need it explained.
The title is "The Poster's Wrong."
So someone gave me a line for the bit, and I go, "But that's wrong." And he goes, "No one's gonna know." I go, "In Philly, they're gonna know. If I say a line as Rocky, but Apollo really said the line, they're gonna go, 'That was Apollo.'"
Yeah.
So my underwear are bad right now. I have bad underwear. And this is the Q show in Philly. It's my second time on. And I was just saying to Mitch, the camera guy, that one of my things, my OCD-like things, are that when I'm doing comedy at something and the warm-up person's getting everybody dancing, I hate that.
You're just shooting a special.
Yes.
At Helium.
In Philly, where I started 30 years ago. Not only is Rocky, the first Rocky, better than any of the other Rockies, but I'm going to say this. Rocky, to me, is the best movie ever. That's like, of all time, for me. Wow. Like, I get chills just saying that out loud.
It's called The Poster's Wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, Joe Matarese.
There's
no crying in baseball. League of their own.
Thanks, Harry Cow. Trevor's on the ground crying, his mom says. And you're looking at him going, as a dad, like, it's so hard because I played baseball growing up. It's like, I want to go, your kid's got soccer cleats on. This is baseball. Like, he shouldn't even be playing. You shouldn't. Why do you expect him to make the throw?
Cut. I don't know why. Something's telling me fucking it up could be funnier than getting it right. Fuck.